Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Quick completion to the tight end. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this first down. And really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football and to have a quarterback that can drop back and make the throw like this and keep the sticks moving and keep his offense out of harm's way.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Guys up front, lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. They'll try a pass here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They'll run it here. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Toss it to the back, running left. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Grab made by the tight end. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
First and goal, handoff, and tackled there by the defense.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Second down, looking to throw it. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
That completion makes it second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. They'll finally go down, but it's a first down and much more. Great game on the play.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
Here's the second down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down. Here's a 1st and 10 play. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
When the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. Just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Dumps it down to the back. Clock. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Can they convert on third down and keep this drive rolling? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Eludes the rush. And he'll be brought down, sacked on the final play of this first quarter. So we begin the second quarter with a field goal attempt as the kicking team is out there, trying to connect from 40 yards out. And that is no good. But after the miss, still down by 7.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's running out of time here. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Knox. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on 4th. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Less than a yard to go here on 4th down. The offense is going to go for it. Takes the toss and heads left. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
It's a quick grab. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Hands off to the left. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
NC State now operating in the red zone. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Tight end goes in motion. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. They'll run the option. Pitch to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Now it's 3rd down and goal for the offense. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, NC State. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Bringing pressure. Quarterback looking to scramble. Breaks loose at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to a plus 40. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The game makes it second and medium. A quick throw out left, complete. They bring it down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And he's got it again. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Looking to throw it on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hawkins. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Gives it to the back. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Just time enough for one more play in the half. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. This one is right through. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. It's an option look. Pitches to the back. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. That one falls incomplete, looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
To me, a couple things there. Number one, pressure in the quarterback. The other thing is really good coverage by the secondary. Quarterback had no choice but to get rid of that football. And now you get to 4th down. You got the lead by a couple possessions. Smart play here is to punt the ball away and get your defense back out on the field.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made. Fights off a defender. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those 1st downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Irish. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of it?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback drops back. That's caught. It's Knox. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Press coverage now from the secondary. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
How about Notre Dame sending a backer here? He comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. Well, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history in playing linebacker.
Empty set now, 5 wide. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He'll throw it now. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Getting set. Here's second down. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble to his left. On the move. Looking deep. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You can throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. They'll spot the ball near midfield at the plus 49.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Great cut there. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
This is a nice job of the receiver picking up the first down on a decent gain. The defense is happy it didn't go for more. Expect them to lock down these playmakers because you never know who's going to get the ball next.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be 1st down and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Second down and goal upcoming. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's down at the 3-yard line.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense going backwards those last 2 plays. Now it's 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They will claim the second-half lead. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. Suddenly they are behind. They've been shut down in this 3rd quarter here. They got to find that spark again. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. They test the middle of the defense, but yet nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Contact as he let the ball go. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. They bring the punter onto the field now. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. And the single back takes the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll try the right here. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Quick throw complete to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. That's a big pickup after the catch, and more importantly, holds on to the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, Chris, that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit, but he does. He doesn't get the first down, but he gets big positive yards, and more importantly, I think he gains more confidence in that quarterback to throw him the ball again.
And he fires the football to the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. And he drops back in the gun. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Man, I love to see these big fellas get a chance to make a play. Usually it's the guys on the edge, linebackers, but here, the nose guard comes up with a sack.
They'll kick it away here. He'll call for the fair catch here. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out of the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like NC State will have the first down.
You know, on third down, the key to me is the offensive line, the pass protection, because you know that you're going to throw and the defense knows that you're going to throw. It's a matter of can you protect your quarterback and give him the time, and then can the receivers win on the outside? They're able to do that, move those sticks. It's a first down.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. They can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Back to throw again. Pressure is coming. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field. Handoff to the back. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Ball handed off. And that run produces a decent gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game.
The offense has got to do a better job of taking care of this quarterback. Remember, their starter is already out of the game. The backup cannot afford to take too many more hits.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
That's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? They're going to run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The defense takes their 3rd and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble. Touchdown, North Carolina State to take the lead in the final minute.
And Chris, with the game on the line, the offense delivers. Good job up front. The quarterback makes a great throw, and they get the go-ahead score here late in the game to go up 2. The big decision now for the head coach, the extra point, or do you go for 2 to make it a 4-point game?
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. I'll flip back to the QB. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
We don't see this play happen very often, and this is probably why. There's just too many things that go into this. You're putting the ball in the hands of a skilled player who's not necessarily a great passer.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just kneels down. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coached team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.